A Catholic priest, a Jewish rabbi, and an Islamic mullah met in a religious convention and bonded despite differences of opinion, got along just great. And after a long day of lectures and seminars, a little tedious, they said, hey, let's paint the town red and go and eat something and have a ball. And they decided to go downtown to a certain area. They're going there, they see a huge neon saying, Gouda Swiss cheese, although it did say good striptease. They made a mistake and decided, let's check it out. And they're going into the place and oops, the first problem emerges. They opened the door. The second shock was the doorman, who was like a Congolese midget, a dwarf, naked as the day he was born, only wearing a cock ring, a golden cock ring, flickering in the dark, and a big afro that looked like one of those bushes from the Gardens of Versailles in Paris, and flashing a set of diamond grills. And they kind of like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Want to make a run for it. They turn around and sink, but the rabbi, from the corner of his eye, sees a shadowy figure way in the background on stage somewhere moving around. He pokes the two and says, hey, looky here. And they look and see a gorgeous girl, very young dancer, dressed as Scheherazade, a veil over the face, beautiful body, naked upper body, showing a pair of tits that are museum tits. The priest was the first one to get really into it after she has exhibited some enthusiasm trying to lure the customers in, of course, and jumps on a chair as if it was a stage in his congregation and flashing out a huge evangelical smile and declares, hello there, little girl. Coming down to Papa. If you play your cards right, I'll introduce you to the Pope and he'll make you a saint. Dear Lord, Mother of God, Santa Maria Jaspernia. How's that sound to you? You will live in the Vatican. Wow. Maids and servants at your feet. If it sounds good to you, it sounds good to me. Go to the back door. My limo driver are just waiting there for you. How's that? Well, that went over like a lead balloon, but it did give the Muslim enough time to put an act together. Sort of an homage to 1001 Nights, that fabulous era in Baghdad where everybody ran around with harem pants and turbans, pearls, gold necklaces. And now our man is ready to bring that time back in style as he moves forward in dancing moves to the sound of the Gaza Philharmonic, conducted by no other than the ghost of Gamal Abdul Nasser. Oh, go get him, Tiger. This is going to be big. Don't cry for me, Scheherazade. Let me take you to Gaza. We'll play the toll down at the plaza and drive in town in my Jihad Mazda and make you a queen like no other. Oh, come to Gaza, sweetie. It's the Paris of the Middle East. Your entire life you'll spend in pregnancies, making lots of babies, and we'll build you a dairy. Dairy? Fuck dairy. It'll be a palace. It'll be Taj Mahal, Philistine, the Palestinian Taj Mahal. We'll put it on top of a mountain. On the summit, you'll sit like queen of the world on a throne with 2 glory holes for your tits. And there, all the babies will climb up on Jabal El Halif, Milk Mountain, to just reach you and nurse on you over stones, over bushes, over rocks, just like Led Zeppelin 5, Houses of the Holy, same thing. And you, goddess of fertility, will raise fighters, courageous, real martyrs, made of steel, motherfuckers from hell for the next enchilada. Enchilada, yeah? Well, you mean intifada. Enchilada is something you eat in Mexico. And if you are interested in martyrdom, I got something. We can send you to paradise. And there, a line of 72 virgin studs will wait for you, ready for you, dying with anticipation, wound up like cuckoo clocks, ready to pluck.
She liked his style and started belly dance with lascivious move toward him right across the club, stopped right next to him, arched backwards, creating an arch as the precious stone in her belly button sent a beam, a ray up to the sky. It drilled a hole in the ceiling. It was so powerful that it went right into the stratosphere. It happened in that time that the International Space Station flew by, and it hit it right in the middle, turning all the astronauts into perverts, came back down to Earth, right through that same hole, boomeranging, hitting the Muslim, turning him into a maniac, shivering, trembling, losing his mind. He decided to masturbate and took it as shawarma. But, oops, instead of a shawarma, he took out a detonator of a suicide belt and created sort of a small explosion, nothing dramatic, but enough to burn the veil over the girl's face. And it flew up like a bat out of hell through the ceiling, through the same hole, and who knows where. And now everybody is in shock because that girl is very, very young. She's almost like a child. And the Rabbi is as white as a ghost, turning into her and looking at her, screaming, "For my, is that you?" And the Arab said, "Why? You know her?" He said, "Know her. Oy vey, that's my wife from Left Tahor."
Well, the Rabbi lost his wife. The Mullah almost lost his life. And now the priest, again, seeing a second chance maybe, is convincing himself after what he has seen, all the weird shit that's been going on, that that girl is possessed by devil, taking inspiration from a film he saw a long time ago. He's moving forward. Ready, Daddy? All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Be gone, demon. It's the power of Christ that compels you. Well, what do you know?
The girl is rising up in the air like a drone to the rhythm of the priest's accusations, and her face, her head, turns around on her neck like on an axis, 180 degrees, as her voice turns into a deep man's voice, as if smoked 5 packs of cigarettes, and her face contorts into a monstrosity as she spits out this incredibly gorgeous poetry.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell. That wasn't very nice.
She's a whore and takes it up the ass.
You have any proof of that?
You vile pig.
And you are just a class act, huh? Let's see, because now there comes the holy water test. I've been with worse. Being hit by the holy water, her face started morphing and changing and spitting out obscenities and being so unpleasant. It burns, it burns. Suffer, bitch. Begone, demon, Ashmedai, son of Bazuzu, begone. Fuck me. Go back to the bowels of hell. It's okay to laugh alone.
Now, in this awful darkness, suddenly he remembered what his mentor, Gian Francesco Albani, the Bishop of Milan, told him as he became ordained as a minister and they parted ways. His words seemed to just resonate at this point.
Remember what I taught you. The devil has many voices. He can sound like a monster or a helpless little girl that needs protection. You have to remain strong and resist.
I can be whoever you want me to be. My name is Claudio.
Join us. It's so nice meeting you. Saying that, the softer approach really hits the note, and this whole sweetness and seductive childlike approach is doing the job. She stepped on the gas in a sweeping
Come to me, the
Junction of lust.
come.
Where are we going?